Good Monday from Analytica today. I'm your host, Miron Dabda. Somaliland's airspace shutdown, Egypt's shadow war in the Horn of Africa. Somaliland just closed its skies to Somalia. On the surface, it's about airspace, but look closer and you'll see Egypt, Ethiopia, and the future of the Red Sea all tangled in one move. This isn't just about a local dispute, it's the opening act in a new regional shutdown above the clouds. Somaliland's new president, Abdurrahman Mohamed Abdullahi Iro, has just declared that Somalia's e-visa system is illegal in his territory. From now on, only Hargeisa, not Mogadishu, can issue overflight permits. This means any plane crossing Somaliland's sky need Hargeisa's approval. It's a bold move, one that could redraw power lines across the Horn of Africa. So why now? And what does Egypt have to do with it? Let's break it down. To understand this, you need a quick history lesson. Somaliland declared independence from Somalia in 1991 after the civil war, but it's still not internationally recognized. For decades, Hargeisa has operated as a de facto state, its own government, military, currency, even elections. But airspace, that's always been murky. The International Aviation Organization, ICAO, recognized Somali's right to manage regional skies, but through a joint system. Somaliland has long argued our land, our air. So when President Iro said Somali's e-visa system is legally void in Somaliland, it wasn't just paperwork, it was a symbolic declaration of full sovereignty. Here's where things get interesting and dangerous. After Egypt's failed campaign to block Ethiopia's massive Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, Cairo's foreign policy changed course. If Egypt could not stop Ethiopia at the Nile, it would try to contain it elsewhere. Cue the new strategy. Build alliances with Somalia and Eritrea to box Ethiopia in, and stop Addis Ababa from ever reaching the Red Sea. Think about it. A landlocked Ethiopia with limited trade routes means less leverage, more dependency. And that's exactly what Egypt wants. But now Somaliland's airspace decision throws a wrench into that plan. For Ethiopia, this is an opportunity. If Hargeisa can assert full control of its skies, it could also negotiate independent port access through Berbera. And for a country desperate for a sea outlet, that's gold. Meanwhile, for Somaliland, this is about self respect and security. If Mogadishu continues acting as a proxy for outside interests, especially Egypt, then Hargeisa sees no reason to play along. By taking control of its airspace, Somaliland is effectively saying no external power flies not Egyptian, not anyone without our consent. That's sovereignty, and it's a message that's echoing loudly across the region. Here's the thing, while Egypt fans regional divisions, Ethiopia is gearing up for something bigger. In Addis Ababa, port access is now being framed as a matter of national survival. Officials aren't hiding it anymore. Talks have shifted from diplomatic to decisive. And if Egypt continues to steer instability through its partners, the Horn could be heading for a new kind of confrontation. Not on land, not over dams, but in the sky. Somaliland's move might look small, but its ripple effect is massive. Control of airspace means control of information, intelligence, and security. Every flight crossing the Horn of Africa, from cargo to diplomatic passes through contested skies. And whoever manages those skies controls the region's arteries of trade and diplomacy. So, this isn't just about sovereignty, it's about who writes the rules of the Horn's future: Ethiopia, Egypt, or the emerging players like Somaliland. In the end, what starts as an aviation dispute may tell us who truly controls the Horn of Africa's destiny. Somaliland has drawn a sovereign boundary in the sky, and that single act could reshape the balance of power across the region. The Horn skies are now frontline, and above the clouds, a silent contest for dominance has begun. So, the question is, who will control the Horn's next frontier? The air, the sea, or the narrative? Let me know what you think. Is Somaliland's move a step forward to true independence or a spark of a bigger conflict? I'm Aaron Damda, and this is Analytica Today.